So thinking about a career as a stone polisher, maybe you're prepping for an interview, want to make sure you really shine.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
We're doing a deep dive into the world of stone polishing today,
Yeah.
using these guides from RoleCatcher.
Awesome.
They've got a career guide and an interview guide, some great insights into this hands-on craft, and we're going to break it all down. Everything you need to know to ace that interview.
Sounds good. What I find fascinating about this field is that, it's a blend of artistry and technical skill.
Right.
You're taking something raw, like a slab of granite or marble, and transforming it into a polished work of art.
Yeah.
Countertops, floors, even sculptures.
Wow.
Pretty cool when you think about it.
It is. And our career guide mentions that stone polishers are in demand across a variety of industries like construction, art and design, even restoration work.
So, what's a typical day like for a stone polisher? Where do they actually work? Yeah, the work environment can vary quite a bit. You might find yourself in a manufacturing facility, shaping and polishing large slabs of stone. Or on a construction site, adding those finishing touches to floors and walls.
Oh, okay.
Some stone polishers even set up their own workshops and work independently,
Oh, wow.
which can be a great option, for those who value autonomy.
That's a good point. The career guide does highlight that potential for independence as a real plus. But let's be real, it also sounds like the work itself can be pretty demanding, right?
Yeah.
We're talking physical exertion, needing serious attention to detail, maybe even some repetitive tasks.
It's true that stone polishing is a physically active job. You'll be on your feet, handling heavy materials, using machinery that requires some muscle.
Right.
But think of it this way. It's a chance to stay active while you work. And yes, attention to detail is key.
Yeah.
You're aiming for precision, creating those smooth, flawless surfaces that make stone so appealing. As for repetitive tasks, well, that's where finding satisfaction in the craft comes in.
I see.
It's about seeing the transformation, appreciating the skill and technique it takes to achieve that perfect polish.
Yeah, I love that. The perspective, it's not just a job, it's a craft you can take pride in. But okay, let's get down to brass tacks. You're prepping for an interview, and we've got this awesome interview guide from RoleCatcher. It has 9 common questions they might throw your way. We're going to break down each one, giving you the inside scoop on how to craft the perfect answer.
Okay.
Sound good?
Absolutely. Understanding what the interviewer is really looking for is key to a successful interview. And that's where this guide really shines.
Yep.
It not only provides sample answers, but also digs into the why behind each question.
All right, let's dive in. First up, can you describe your experience with stone polishing? Seems pretty straightforward, but I bet there's more to it than meets the eye.
You're right. It might seem simple, but the interviewer is trying to gauge your depth of experience, your knowledge of the process, and even your passion for the craft. They want to see if you've got that spark, that genuine interest in working with stone.
So how should someone approach this question, especially if they're just starting out and might not have a ton of formal experience?
The key here is to highlight any relevant experience you do have, even if it's not directly in a professional setting.
Okay.
Maybe you've done some personal projects, helped a friend with a renovation, or even just experimented with polishing stones in your free time.
That's a great point. It's about showcasing your initiative
Yes.
and demonstrating a genuine interest in the craft,
Exactly.
even if you're still developing your skills.
Yeah.
Our interview guide actually suggests mentioning personal projects if they're relevant. And speaking of relevant, this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be a game changer. You can input your draft answer, and their AI will give you personalized feedback, helping you tailor it to the specific job you're applying for.
Wow.
It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
That's incredible. It's a fantastic tool, especially for those who might be nervous about interviewing. It helps you refine your answers and ensure you're highlighting the skills and experiences that are most relevant to the specific role.
Okay, so let's say you do have some experience, even if it's from personal projects. How would you recommend crafting a strong response to this question?
Here's an example. While I haven't worked professionally as a stone polisher, I've been developing my skills through personal projects. I've experimented with grinding and polishing various types of stone using both wet and dry techniques. I'm particularly fascinated by the challenge of restoring antique marble pieces. Seeing that transformation from a dull, damaged surface to something that shines like new is incredibly rewarding. I'm eager to expand my knowledge and experience in a professional setting and contribute to the artistry of stone polishing.
I love how that answer showcases your passion and initiative, even without years of formal experience. And just imagine how much more impactful it would be after running it through RoleCatcher's AI to refine it for the specific company and role you're targeting.
Absolutely. That personalization can really make your answers stand out and demonstrate that you've done your homework.
All right, let's move on to the next question in our interview guide.
Ah,
How do you ensure that the stone is polished to its highest quality?
okay.
This one feels a little more technical.
Yeah.
What's the interviewer really looking for here?
This question is all about your attention to detail and your commitment to quality. They want to see that you understand the process, that you're meticulous in your approach, and that you take pride in producing top-notch work.
So it's not just about saying, I polished the stone.
Mhm.
It's about demonstrating that you have a systematic approach and that you're not cutting corners.
Exactly. This is your chance to showcase your knowledge of the different stages of polishing, the tools and techniques involved, and your understanding of what constitutes a high-quality finish.
The interview guide recommends breaking down your process step by step, mentioning specific tools and techniques, and even talking about how you assess the quality of your work. What are some things to avoid saying here? What would raise a red flag for the interviewer?
Definitely avoid saying something like, I just eyeball it.
Oh, right.
That screams lack of attention to detail, and that's not the impression you want to make. You want to demonstrate a thoughtful, methodical approach, not a haphazard one.
I can see how RoleCatcher's AI could be a lifesaver here. You could type in, I just use whatever tools are lying around, and their AI would gently nudge you toward a more professional and specific response that showcases your knowledge and attention to detail.
It's like having a virtual mentor,
Yeah.
helping you avoid those interview pitfalls and craft answers that truly impress the interviewer.
Okay, let's hear a sample response that someone with some experience could use for this question.
Here's how you could approach it. To ensure the highest quality polish, I follow a specific process, starting with a thorough inspection of the stone to identify any imperfections. Then, I select the appropriate grinding pads, starting with coarser grits and gradually moving to finer grits to achieve a smooth, even surface. I pay close attention to the pressure and speed of the polisher, making sure to avoid overheating or damaging the stone. Finally, I use a polishing compound and a soft pad to bring out the stone's natural shine. I always double-check my work to ensure a flawless finish that meets the required specifications.
I love how that answer demonstrates a clear understanding of the process and a commitment to achieving a high-quality result.
Yeah.
It's concise, informative, and shows that you're not just going through the motions, you're thinking critically about each step.
Exactly. It's about showcasing your knowledge, your skills,
Yeah.
and your dedication to quality craftsmanship.
All right, let's tackle question number 3. How do you handle a difficult stone polishing project?
Okay.
This one feels like a bit of a test, right?
It is a test, but it's also an opportunity to showcase your problem-solving skills, your resilience, and your ability to think on your feet.
Right.
The interviewer wants to see that you can handle challenges,
Yeah.
that you're not easily discouraged, and that you can come up with creative solutions when things don't go as planned.
So what's the best way to approach this question? Should we just launch into a story about a time we messed up and then magically fixed it?
Well, while honesty is important, you don't want to focus on your mistakes.
Hmm.
The key here is to use the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result.
Oh, okay.
Describe a challenging situation you encountered. Outline the task you needed to accomplish. Explain the actions you took to overcome the obstacle, and highlight the positive result you achieved.
The interview guide actually breaks down the STAR method in detail,
Hmm.
which is super helpful.
Yeah.
And once again, I can see how RoleCatcher's AI could really help you tailor your story to the specific job. Let's say you're applying to a company that specializes in restoring historical buildings. The AI could suggest weaving in details about your experience working with delicate aged stone, showing the interviewer that your past challenges align with their specific needs.
Exactly. It's not just about telling a good story. It's about telling the right story for that particular audience.
All right, let's hear an example of a strong response, maybe focusing on a project where you had to think outside the box to solve a problem.
Here's a possible scenario. I was working on a granite countertop installation, And during the final polishing stage, I noticed a deep scratch that hadn't been visible before.
Oh, no.
I knew I had to fix it without compromising the integrity of the stone or delaying the project.
Right.
I consulted with my supervisor, and together we decided to try a specialized epoxy filler to repair the scratch.
Okay.
We carefully filled the scratch, blended it seamlessly with the surrounding stone, and then repolished the affected area. It took extra time and precision, but in the end, we were able to deliver a flawless countertop to a very happy client.
That's a great example of turning a potential disaster into a success story. You've demonstrated problem-solving skills, teamwork, and a dedication to customer satisfaction. Plus, by running that answer through RoleCatcher's AI, you could fine-tune it to highlight the specific skills and experiences that the employer is looking for.
Exactly. It's all about showcasing your ability to handle pressure, think creatively, and deliver high-quality results, even when faced with unexpected obstacles.
All right, let's move on to question number 4. This one's a bit more technical. Can you explain the difference between honing and polishing stone?
Okay.
It seems like they're trying to gauge our knowledge of the finer points of the craft.
You're absolutely right. They want to make sure you understand the nuances, not just the basics.
Yeah.
Honing and polishing are both important steps in achieving a finished stone surface, but they serve different purposes and involve different techniques.
Okay, so break it down for us. What's the difference between honing and polishing?
Honing uses abrasive pads to create a smooth, matte finish. It's often used to prepare the stone for polishing
Right.
or to achieve a specific look, like a honed granite countertop, which has a more natural, understated appearance.
I see.
Polishing, on the other hand, uses finer abrasives and polishing compounds to create a high-gloss shine.
Okay.
It's used to bring out the stone's natural beauty and create a reflective surface, like you often see on marble floors or countertops.
So honing is like creating a smooth base, and polishing is like adding that final layer of shine.
That's a great way to put it. And the choice between honing and polishing depends on the desired finish and the type of stone being worked with.
Our interview guide suggests being specific in our answer, mentioning the different abrasive grits used and the visual differences in the finished product. And it warns against giving a vague or generic answer like, they both make the stone shiny, right?
Yeah.
That would probably make the interviewer cringe a little.
Definitely. They want to see that you understand the distinction, that
Yeah.
you're not just guessing or making things up as you go along.
This is another area where RoleCatcher's AI could come in handy. Imagine typing in a vague answer, and the AI suggests specific details and examples to make it more impactful and tailored to the job you're applying for.
It's like having a personal editor for your interview responses, helping you ensure that you're conveying your knowledge and expertise in the most effective way possible.
Okay, let's hear a sample response that someone could use for this question, showcasing their understanding of both honing and polishing.
Here's an example. Honing and polishing are distinct processes that achieve different surface finishes. Honing involves using coarser abrasive pads to remove imperfections and create a smooth, matte finish. It's often used as a preparatory step before polishing or to create a specific aesthetic like a honed granite countertop. Polishing, on the other hand, utilizes finer abrasives and polishing compounds to achieve a high-gloss shine, enhancing the stone's natural beauty and reflectivity as you might see on a polished marble floor. The choice between the two depends on the desired look and the type of stone being worked with.
I love how that answer clearly distinguishes between the two processes and highlights their different applications. It's concise, informative, and shows a solid understanding of the craft.
It's about demonstrating that you understand the nuances and that you're not just throwing around technical terms.
Right.
You genuinely know what you're talking about.
All right, let's tackle question number 5. How do you ensure that the stone is properly sealed after polishing?
Okay.
This one seems like it's testing our knowledge of the finishing touches, those important steps that protect the stone and keep it looking its best.
You're right. Sealing is crucial for protecting the stone from stains, scratches, and other damage.
Yeah.
The interviewer wants to see that you understand the importance of this step and that you have a process for doing it correctly.
So what are the key points to hit when answering this question? What does the interviewer want to hear?
They want to hear that you understand the different types of sealants available.
Right.
That you know how to choose the right sealant for the specific type of stone and its intended use, and that you're meticulous in your application process.
Our interview guide emphasizes the need to explain our sealing process step by step, mentioning the specific sealants we use and any safety precautions we take. What should we absolutely avoid saying here?
Definitely avoid dismissing the importance of sealing or claiming that you've never done it before.
Right.
It's a standard practice in stone polishing, and you want to show that you're familiar with the process and that you take it seriously.
I can see how RoleCatcher's AI could be incredibly helpful here. Imagine typing in something like, I just slap on whatever sealant I find, and the AI gently steers you towards a more professional and detailed response that showcases your knowledge of different sealants and their specific applications.
That's the beauty of this AI tool. It helps you refine your answers
Yeah.
and avoid making those careless mistakes that could cost you the job.
All right, let's hear a sample response that demonstrates a solid understanding of sealing techniques and safety precautions.
Here's an example. To ensure the stone is properly sealed, I start by thoroughly cleaning the surface to remove any dust or residue. Then I select the appropriate sealant based on the type of stone and its intended use. For instance, I might use a penetrating sealer for porous stones like marble or a topical sealer for denser stones like granite. I apply the sealant evenly, following the manufacturer's instructions, and allow it to cure completely before exposing the stone to moisture or heady use. I always prioritize safety by wearing gloves and a mask when working with sealants, both to protect myself and to ensure a clean and professional work environment.
That answer covers all the bases: preparation, sealant selection, application, curing time, and even safety precautions. It's comprehensive, detailed, and shows that you're a conscientious worker who takes pride in their craft.
It's all about demonstrating that you understand the importance of each step
Yeah.
and that you're committed to delivering a high-quality finished product that will stand the test of time.
Okay, moving on to question number 6. Have you ever worked with different types of stone? This one seems like it's gauging our breadth of experience and our ability to adapt to different material.
Exactly. The interviewer wants to know if you're versatile,
Right.
if you can handle a variety of stones, and if you understand their unique characteristics and how they impact the polishing process.
The interview guide suggests mentioning the specific types of stone we've worked with, any specialized techniques we've used, and even the challenges and rewards of working with different materials. It also warns against limiting ourselves by saying we've only worked with one type of stone or that we don't see much difference between them.
It's all about showcasing your adaptability and your willingness to expand your knowledge and skill set.
And once again, RoleCatcher's AI can be incredibly helpful in tailoring your answer to the specific company and role. If they specialize in marble restoration, the AI might suggest emphasizing your experience with marble, highlighting your understanding of its unique properties and the techniques required to restore it to its former glory.
Exactly. It's all about connecting your experiences to the company's needs, showing them that you're a valuable asset who can hit the ground running.
Okay, let's hear an example of a strong response that demonstrates experience with a variety of stones and an understanding of their unique characteristics.
Here's a possible answer. I've had the opportunity to work with a variety of natural stones, including granite, marble, limestone, and slate. Each stone presents its own unique challenges and rewards. For example, marble is softer and more porous than granite, so it requires a gentler touch and specialized polishing techniques. I've learned to adapt my approach based on the stone's characteristics, always aiming to achieve the best possible finish. I'm eager to continue expanding my knowledge of different stones and mastering the techniques required to work with them effectively.
That's a great way to demonstrate your adaptability, your passion for continuous learning, and your respect for the unique qualities of each stone.
It's about showing the interviewer that you're not afraid to tackle new challenges and that you're committed to expanding your expertise in the field.
Okay, we're making great progress. Ready for question number 7. How do you maintain your polishing equipment? This one seems like it's testing our attention to detail, our commitment to safety, and our understanding of the importance of keeping our tools in top condition.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Maintaining your equipment is crucial for safety, efficiency, and achieving high-quality results. The interviewer wants to see that you understand this aspect of the job and that you have a system for keeping your tools in optimal working order.
The interview guide suggests breaking down our maintenance routine, mentioning specific tasks like cleaning, lubrication, and inspection, and even discussing the importance of following manufacturer guidelines. What should we avoid saying here? What kind of answer would raise a red flag for the interviewer?
Definitely avoid saying that you don't think maintenance is necessary.
Right.
Or that you've never bothered to maintain your equipment before. Those answers would make the interviewer question your professionalism, your work ethic, and your commitment to safety.
And this is another great example of how RoleCatcher's AI can help you craft a polished response. Imagine typing in something like, "I just use it till it breaks," and the AI gently guides you towards a more responsible and detailed answer that highlights your commitment to preventative maintenance and safety protocols.
It's like having a virtual safety supervisor,
Yeah.
making sure you're aware of the best practices
hmm
and demonstrating to the interviewer that you're a conscientious worker who takes safety seriously.
Okay, let's hear a sample response that showcases a solid understanding of equipment maintenance and a commitment to safety.
Here's an example. I believe that proper equipment maintenance is essential for both safety and quality workmanship. I follow a regular maintenance schedule for all my tools and equipment, which includes cleaning them after each use, inspecting them for wear and tear, and lubricating moving parts according to the manufacturer's instructions. I also make sure to store my equipment in a clean, dry environment to prevent rust and damage. By taking these steps, I ensure that my tools are always in optimal condition, allowing me to work safely, efficiently, and produce the best possible results.
That's a great example of showcasing your attention to detail, your commitment to safety, and your understanding of the importance of preventative maintenance.
It's about demonstrating that you're not just concerned with getting the job done, but that you're also mindful of the tools and resources that enable you to do it safely and effectively.
All right, we're on the home stretch. Ready for question number 8. Can you explain the difference between wet and dry stone polishing?
Yeah.
This one feels like it's testing our technical knowledge again, making sure we understand the nuances of different polishing techniques.
You're right. They want to make sure you understand the differences between these two approaches and that you can choose the appropriate method for each situation.
Okay.
Wet and dry polishing both have their advantages and disadvantages, and it's important to know when to use each one.
Okay, so break it down for us. What are the key differences between wet and dry polishing, and when would you use one over the other?
Wet polishing uses water as a lubricant and coolant during the polishing process. The water helps to reduce friction and heat buildup, which can prevent damage to the stone and achieve a smoother, glossier finish. It's often preferred for delicate stones or when a high gloss shine is desired.
Okay.
Dry polishing, on the other hand, is faster and creates less mess.
Oh,
But it can generate more heat and dust, which can be a concern for both the worker and the surrounding environment.
yeah.
It's typically used for harder stones or when a matte finish is acceptable.
So wet polishing is like a gentler, more refined approach, while dry polishing is faster but can be a bit rougher on the stone.
That's a good analogy. And the choice between the two really depends on the specific project, the type of stone you're working with, and the desired finish.
Our interview guide warns against giving a vague or generic answer here, reminding us to provide a clear and concise explanation that demonstrates our understanding of the key differences and applications. It also emphasizes the importance of highlighting the pros and cons of each technique.
It's about showing the interviewer that you're not just a button pusher.
Right.
You understand the why behind the techniques and can apply your knowledge to achieve the best possible results.
And I bet RoleCatcher's AI could help you craft a truly impressive answer, suggesting specific details and examples that showcase your understanding of the nuances of wet and dry polishing.
Absolutely. It's like having a technical advisor on hand,
Yeah.
helping you refine your answers and present your knowledge in the most compelling way possible.
All right, let's hear a sample response that someone could use for this question, demonstrating a solid understanding of both wet and dry polishing techniques.
Here's an example. Wet and dry polishing are both effective methods for achieving a polished stone surface, but they differ in their approach and suitability for various applications. Wet polishing involves using water as a lubricant and coolant, reducing friction and heat to create a smoother, glossier finish, often preferred for delicate stones or when a high gloss is desired. Dry polishing, on the other hand, is faster and involves less cleanup, but can generate more heat and dust, making it more suitable for harder stones or when a matte finish is acceptable. The choice between the two depends on the specific project requirements, the type of stone, and the desired finish.
That's a fantastic answer. It's clear, concise, and demonstrates a thorough understanding of both techniques, their respective advantages and disadvantages, and their appropriate applications. It's the kind of answer that would definitely impress an interviewer.
It's all about showing the interviewer that you've got the knowledge, the skills, and the ability to make informed decisions based on the specific requirements of the project.
Okay, we're on the final question of this round. How do you ensure that the stone is not damaged during polishing?
Right.
This one feels like it's testing our attention to detail, our commitment to quality. and our understanding of the potential risks involved in this craft.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Preventing damage to the stone is paramount. The interviewer wants to see that you understand the importance of taking precautions, that you're mindful of the potential risks, and that you have a system in place to protect the stone's integrity throughout the polishing process.
Our interview guide suggests explaining our process for inspecting the stone before polishing, selecting the appropriate tools and techniques, and constantly monitoring for any signs of overheating or damage. It also warns against downplaying the importance of preventing damage, or suggesting that it's not a big deal if the stone gets scratched or chipped during polishing.
That kind of attitude would be a major red flag for an interviewer. They want to see that you take pride in your work,
Yeah.
that you respect the materials you're working with, and that you're committed to achieving a flawless finish without compromising the stone's integrity.
This is another area where RoleCatcher's AI could be a game changer, helping you craft an answer that showcases your professionalism and your commitment to quality. Imagine typing in something like, "I just go for it and hope for the best," and the AI gently steers you towards a more thoughtful and responsible response that highlights your understanding of the delicate nature of stone and your commitment to using the right techniques to prevent damage.
It's all about demonstrating that you're not just concerned with speed and efficiency,
Right.
but that you also value precision, attention to detail, and the preservation of the stone's inherent beauty.
Okay, let's hear a sample response that demonstrates a commitment to preventing damage and achieving a flawless finish while respecting the stone's integrity.
Here's an example. To prevent damage during polishing, I follow a multifaceted approach. First, I carefully inspect the stone, noting any cracks, chips, or other imperfections that could be aggravated by polishing. Then I select the appropriate polishing pads and compounds, starting with coarser grits and gradually moving to finer grits to minimize the risk of scratching or etching the stone. I'm mindful of the speed and pressure I apply with the polisher, monitoring the stone's temperature to prevent overheating, which can cause cracking or discoloration. I constantly assess the stone's condition, adjusting my technique as needed to ensure a safe and damage-free polish.
That's an excellent answer. It demonstrates a thorough understanding of the potential risks, the precautions you take to mitigate them, and your commitment to achieving a flawless finish without compromising the stone's integrity.
It's about showing the interviewer that you're not just a technician, but a craftsman
Yeah.
who understands the nuances of the material and the techniques required to achieve exceptional results while preserving the stone's inherent beauty.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the world of stone polishing, tackled some tough interview questions, and even highlighted how RoleCatcher's AI can help you prepare for your interview and craft winning responses.
It's been a fascinating deep dive into this hands-on craft, and I hope our listeners feel more confident and prepared to shine in their interviews.
Before we wrap up this segment, I want to remind our listeners that this is just the beginning of our journey. In our next segment, we'll delve deeper into the career stages of a stone polisher, examining the typical responsibilities and skill sets required at each level, from entry level to senior positions. We'll also provide some real-world examples of individuals at different points in their careers, giving you a glimpse into the diverse paths and opportunities available in this field. So stay tuned for more insights and advice that will help you polish your path to success.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
All right, so we've talked about the basics of stone polishing, and we even tackled some of those tricky interview questions.
You did, yeah.
But now let's shift gears a little bit and explore the different stages of a stone polishing career.
Ooh, I'm excited to dive into this. Our career guide outlines 4 key stages: entry-level, junior, experienced, and senior.
Nice.
It's like a roadmap.
Yeah?
Helps you visualize your potential career trajectory and understand how your skills and responsibilities might evolve as you gain experience.
Each stage represents a significant step in your professional development, with increasing responsibilities, more complex tasks, and exciting opportunities for leadership and specialization. It's a journey that can lead to a truly fulfilling and rewarding career.
Okay, so let's start with the entry-level stage. What can someone just starting out in this field expect? What kind of tasks and responsibilities would they typically handle?
At the entry-level stage, you're laying the foundation for your career. It's all about learning the ropes, assisting senior stone polishers, and gradually developing your skills and operating the tools and equipment. Think of it as an apprenticeship, where you're absorbing knowledge from experienced professionals and honing your craft under their guidance.
Our career guide provides a great list of typical responsibilities for entry-level stone polishers.
Perfect.
These include things like assisting with operating grinding and polishing tools, cleaning and preparing stones for polishing, learning and following safety protocols, maintaining a clean and organized work area, and even assisting with the repair and maintenance of tools and equipment.
It's a very hands-on learning experience where you're actively involved in all aspects of the process, gaining valuable experience and building a solid foundation for your future growth.
The guide also provides a real-world example of an entry-level stone polisher.
Oh.
Let me read it to you. With a strong passion for working with stones and a willingness to learn, I am currently seeking an entry-level position as a stone polisher. During my training, I have gained hands-on experience in operating, grinding, and polishing tools, as well as assisting senior professionals in their day-to-day tasks. I am highly attentive to detail and have a meticulous approach to my work, ensuring that each stone is smoothed to perfection. Additionally, I have a solid understanding of safety protocols and take pride in maintaining a clean and organized work area. I am eager to continue developing my skills in stone polishing and am open to further training opportunities to enhance my expertise in this field.
That's a great example of an entry-level candidate who's eager to learn, detail-oriented, and committed to safety.
Right.
All valuable qualities in this profession.
Definitely.
You know, it's clear that this person is passionate about stone polishing and is ready to put in the work to build a successful career.
All right, let's move on to the junior stone polisher stage. What are the key distinctions between entry-level and junior? What kind of skills and responsibilities would someone at this level typically have?
The junior stone polisher stage marks a significant step forward in terms of independence and responsibility.
Okay.
You've mastered the basics,
Yeah.
you're comfortable operating the tools, and you're ready to take on more challenging tasks.
So it's like moving from the passenger seat to the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
You're still under the guidance of more experienced professionals, but you're taking on more ownership of the process.
That's a great analogy. At this stage, you're starting to work more independently, but you're also collaborating more closely with senior stone polishers,
Right.
learning from their expertise and contributing more significantly to the team's success.
Our career guide lists some typical responsibilities for junior stone polishers, such as operating, grinding, and polishing tools to smooth stones, inspecting stones for imperfections and making necessary adjustments, collaborating with senior stone polishers to achieve desired results, maintaining equipment and performing minor repairs, and keeping accurate records of work done and materials used.
Notice how the focus has shifted from assisting to actively operating the tools and taking ownership of the process. The junior stone polisher is more involved in decision-making, problem-solving, and ensuring the quality of the finished product.
It sounds like a really exciting stage where you're really starting to hone your skills and develop your expertise.
Absolutely. It's a time of tremendous growth and learning, and it's a great opportunity to really start making your mark in the field.
And speaking of making your mark, the guide also provides a real-world example of a junior stone polisher. Let's take a look. I have honed my skills in operating grinding and polishing tools to achieve smooth and flawless stones. I have a keen eye for detail and am skilled in identifying imperfections and making necessary adjustments. Working closely with senior stone polishers, I have developed a strong understanding of the techniques and methods used to achieve desired results. I am proficient in maintaining and repairing equipment, ensuring that it remains in optimal condition for daily use. I take pride in my ability to keep accurate records of my work and the materials used, allowing for efficient project management. With a solid foundation in stone polishing, I am committed to further developing my expertise in this field.
That's a fantastic example of a junior stone polisher who's confident in their abilities, detail-oriented, and committed to continuous improvement. They've clearly mastered the fundamentals and are ready to take on more responsibility and challenge.
All right, so let's step up to the experienced stone polisher stage. What new challenges and opportunities await at this level? What kind of skills and experience would someone need to reach this stage?
The experienced stone polisher stage is all about mastery and leadership.
Okay.
You've honed your skills over several years.
Right.
You've encountered and overcome a wide range of challenges. And you're recognized for your expertise and ability to deliver exceptional results.
It sounds like a stage where you've really earned your stripes and are ready to take on a more prominent role within the team.
Definitely.
What kind of responsibilities would someone typically have at this level?
The responsibilities of an experienced stone polisher are significantly expanded. You're operating a variety of advanced grinding and polishing tools to achieve those intricate finishes.
Mm-hmm.
You're leading a team of stone polishers,
Wow.
providing guidance and support.
Mhm.
You're conducting quality control checks to ensure the highest standards are met. You're collaborating with clients to understand their specific requirements and preferences.
Right.
And you're training and mentoring junior stone polishers.
Wow. That's a lot of responsibility. It sounds like you're not just a skilled craftsperson at this stage, but also a leader, a mentor, and a quality control expert.
That's right. At this level, you're not just focused on your own work,
Mm-hmm.
but also on the success of the entire team and the satisfaction of the clients. You're a key player in ensuring that projects are completed to the highest standards
Right.
and that everyone is working together effectively and efficiently.
And the guide provides a real-world example of an experienced stone polisher. Let's hear it. I have mastered the art of operating a variety of advanced grinding and polishing tools to achieve the perfect finishes on stones. With a proven track record of excellence, I have taken on leadership roles, overseeing a team of stone polishers and providing them with guidance and support. I am highly skilled in conducting quality control checks, ensuring that the highest standards are consistently met. Additionally, I have developed strong communication skills, collaborating with clients to understand their specific requirements and preferences. Recognized for my expertise in the field, I have had the opportunity to train and mentor junior stone polishers, sharing my knowledge and experience to help them grow in their careers. I am committed to staying updated on the latest techniques and technologies in stone polishing to continuously deliver exceptional results.
That's a fantastic example of an experienced stone polisher who's not only skilled in the craft, but also a strong leader, communicator, and mentor.
Right.
They've clearly embraced the challenges and responsibilities of this stage and are thriving in their role.
It's inspiring to see how much someone can achieve in this field with dedication, hard work, and a passion for continuous learning.
Absolutely. It's a career that offers tremendous opportunities for growth and development, both personally and professionally.
Okay, so let's reach the pinnacle of the career ladder, the senior stone polisher.
All right.
What sets this stage apart? What kind of experience, skills, and qualities would someone need to reach this level?
The senior stone polisher stage represents the highest level of expertise and leadership in the field.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just a master craftsman, you're a visionary, an innovator, and a trusted advisor. You've seen it all, you've done it all, and you're now shaping the future of the craft.
Wow, that sounds incredibly impressive. What kind of responsibilities would someone typically have at this level? It must be pretty amazing to reach this stage in your career.
At this level, you're responsible for providing expert advice and guidance on stone selection and finishes. You're developing and implementing innovative polishing techniques. You're overseeing multiple projects simultaneously, ensuring timely completion.
Wow.
You're establishing and maintaining relationships with suppliers and vendors.
All right.
And you're conducting training sessions and workshops on stone polishing techniques.
It sounds like you're not just a master craftsman at this stage. You're also a business leader, a mentor, and an ambassador for the entire stone polishing industry.
That's a great way to put it. You've reached the top of your game, and you're now using your expertise and experience to guide others, shape the future of the craft, and ensure its continued success.
And our career guide provides a real-world example of a senior stone polisher. Let's hear what they have to say. I bring a wealth of expertise in the selection of stones and the implementation of innovative polishing techniques. Known for my attention to detail and commitment to excellence, I provide expert advice and guidance to clients, helping them choose the perfect stones and finishes for their projects. With strong project management skills, I oversee multiple projects simultaneously, ensuring that they are completed on time and within budget. I have established and maintained valuable relationships with suppliers and vendors, ensuring a steady supply of high-quality materials. Recognized as a leader in the industry, I've conducted training sessions and workshops on stone polishing techniques, sharing my knowledge and expertise with aspiring stone polishers. I hold certifications in advanced stone polishing techniques, further validating my expertise in this field.
That's a truly inspiring example of a senior stone polisher who embodies the highest level of expertise, leadership, and dedication to the craft. They've clearly achieved a level of mastery that is both impressive and inspiring.
Wow, we've journeyed through the entire career path of a stone polisher, from entry-level to senior, gaining valuable insights into the evolving responsibilities, skills, and opportunities at each stage. It's amazing to see how much growth and development is possible in this field, and I hope our listeners feel inspired to pursue their own paths to mastery and leadership.
It's a testament to the fact that stone polishing is not just a job. It's a craft, an art form, and a lifelong pursuit of excellence.
Before we wrap up this segment, I want to remind our listeners about the importance of continuous learning and professional development. Our career guide emphasizes the need to stay updated on the latest techniques and technologies in stone polishing, whether through advanced training programs, workshops, online tutorials, or industry publications.
That's a great point. The stone polishing field is constantly evolving, with new materials, tools, and techniques emerging all the time.
Yeah.
To stay competitive and achieve your full potential, it's crucial to embrace lifelong learning and continuously expand your knowledge and skill set.
Absolutely. And don't forget the power of networking and connecting with other professionals in the field. Attending trade shows, conferences, and joining online forums and communities can provide valuable opportunities to learn from experienced mentors, share best practices, and stay abreast of industry trends.
It's all about building relationships, sharing knowledge, and supporting each other's growth and development. The stone polishing community is filled with passionate and talented individuals who are always willing to help and inspire one another.
Okay, that's a wrap for this segment of our deep dive into the world of stone polishing. We've covered the career stages, the evolving responsibilities, and the importance of continuous learning and networking. In our final segment, we'll take a step back and explore the broader industry trends shaping the future of this fascinating field. Stay tuned. All right, so we've explored the ins and outs of being a stone polisher, from the skills you need to the different stages of your career, but let's step back and look at the bigger picture now. What's happening in the stone polishing industry itself?
You know, it's an exciting time to be in this field. Our career guide talks about how technology is changing things.
Right.
Automation, new materials, a whole lot more.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, but it also raises some questions.
Exactly. Like, what does all this mean for someone just starting out? Is it all robots and lasers now?
Well, not quite. What's fascinating is that technology is both a challenge and an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, automation might change certain tasks,
Right.
but it also opens doors to new specializations. Imagine, like, programming CNC machines for intricate designs or mastering laser etching techniques.
So it's not about being replaced, but about working with technology to do even more amazing things with stone.
Exactly. And remember, the human touch will always be valued in this field.
Right.
Clients want that custom work, that attention to detail that only a skilled craftsperson can provide. Plus, understanding these trends will make you a more informed candidate, someone who's thinking about the future of the industry, not just the present.
That's a brilliant point. It's like showing the interviewer you're not just skilled with your hands, but also with your mind. You're adaptable, forward-thinking, and ready to embrace whatever changes come your way.
Precisely. And speaking of changes, the career guide also mentions the growing demand for sustainable practices in the industry. Eco-friendly sealants, responsible sourcing of stone, minimizing waste, it's all becoming increasingly important.
This makes me wonder, how can someone entering the field position themselves as an advocate for sustainability? Is that something interviewers are looking for?
Absolutely. It starts with knowledge.
Yeah.
Research companies that prioritize eco-friendly practices. Familiarize yourself with sustainable materials and techniques. And be prepared to discuss these topics during your interview. It shows you're not just skilled, but also responsible, and aligned with the values of a company that cares about its environmental impact.
I love that. It's about being more than just a stone polisher. It's about being a responsible steward of the craft and the environment.
Exactly. And here's a thought for you. The career guide also touches on the growing popularity of using reclaimed or salvaged stone.
Oh, wow.
It's both sustainable and adds a unique historical element to projects.
So someone entering the field could actually specialize in working with reclaimed stone, combining their passion for the craft with a commitment to sustainability.
Absolutely. It's a niche area with huge potential. Think about restoring antique fireplaces, creating one-of-a-kind countertops from salvaged marble.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
That's incredible. It really opens up the possibilities for someone who's passionate about both the craft and the environment. And to think, all of this started with a deep dive into these RoleCatcher guides.
It's amazing what you can learn when you take the time to really explore a field.
Yeah.
And remember, RoleCatcher is there to support you every step of the way.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So to everyone out there considering a career in stone polishing, don't be afraid to dive in. Embrace the challenges. Learn from the experts. And never stop honing your skills. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be the one sharing your expertise on the deep dive.
I'd love that. Until then, keep polishing those skills and reaching for those dreams.
And as always, thanks for joining us on the deep dive. Make sure to check out RoleCatcher and explore all the amazing resources they have to offer. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.